Alright guys, welcome back to Soopa-Dave Gaming. Today I have a Rocket League 2020 game review, or first impression, or spotlight. Um, this is an arcade game where you essentially play other players, yeah, online, and it's an arcade style game. It's more like, you know, 10-15 minutes of a match, and then you're done and you move on to the next thing. There, there's a pretty cool leaderboard that kind of totals up your thing, as you see in the background. I've been playing this game since it's essentially came out and been free. Um, there's a lot of things this game does have to offer, which is um, single player, or for single player in offline, I guess you would call it. There is not much to do. You have a team that you can make, and it's against computers. The computers are very good. There is no depth to it long term. It's something you maybe want to start with playing when you get on there, but there isn't really a whole lot on the game for single player at all. It's pretty poor in that aspect. Online, though, there is 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s, and 4v4s. That's for unranked. I would recommend starting there if you do play. The game has definitely evolved. I got new extra modes, so just the rank modes alone. There's solo standard, which is you not in a party in 3v3. Then there's normal 3v3, 2v2, and 1v1. But then there's Rumble, which is like a mutated deal. There's ice hockey, which is basically the cards hitting around a puck. And trying to think of the other ones. Oh, hoops. The hoops is it's basically the cards playing basketball, and then another version that's been pretty recent as of late is drop shot, where you're trying to break the floor of the opponent by smashing the ball on the ground. Graphically, this game is really, really great. I'm definitely one of the top games graphically. I just love the way it looks. You have a lot of color customizations to your cars, including tires and stuff like that. Another bonus to it is that you do not. It's not a game that any of the cars get better if you pay to get them. There is no pay to win aspect to this game. You can have cooler paint schemes or decals or toppers or stuff, but you actually don't get any better or get anything in an actual gameplay bonus other than that for when you pay for keys or blueprints. And that kind of item deal has switched recently. That being said, there's definitely some cool things about the game. There's, like I was saying, the graphics, but it also is a very it's an addictive game. It's a hard game once you start playing a little bit to put down. That being said, if you got a bunch of friends, it is a lot of fun to play. If you're playing by yourself, it's fun, but it's not going to have that same feel as it would be as you in a team versus other people. Especially with this game, it helps to have good communications. And this is a game where you need to practice it a lot to get decent, to get to the upper parts. You know, I played quite a bit for 4 years, and I was within the top ranks of what was called the champion, but I still was nowhere clear or close to the top people in the game. I would get throttled by the top people in the game. There is some major downsides to it. The game sometimes randomly likes to crash. Servers searching for servers, sometimes it'll set you up in a match that it knows it's going to fail, where there's not another player connecting. It kind of wastes your time there. But the major downfall of the game is how toxic the community is on it. It's really bad. And I just turn off chat and you can ignore that part of it if you do that. Because nobody really uses mics in this game, so you don't have to hear it through your game. But definitely a very toxic game. If you miss a hit, sometimes you'll have people say what a save repeatedly or stuff like that. It's outside of GTA, it might be the most toxic game I've ever played on that front. But otherwise, it's a very good game. It goes on sale quite a bit, and even when it's not on sale, it's generally $20. And for its price, it's definitely a decent game. If it looks like something you're into, I would give it maybe a 7 out of 10. It definitely would be higher if the community wasn't so toxic. But you can shut off chat so you don't see that. But then you can, it's a little, I think it's something you shouldn't have to do. So hopefully this guy's helped you out. And hopefully the gameplay in the background was kind of cool. I actually hadn't played this game in a while, so these are just clips of me playing yesterday. I do have, if you do want to see more on the game, I definitely do have more content on this game, as it's one of the games that I started out playing with on YouTube. So I will put some links down there for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy this and it helped you guys out. But I would say definitely a good game, especially for its price. And I'm more of a survival person, but this has been one game that stayed on my playing list this whole time. Have a good one, guys.